Welcome to this tutorial about conducting a Quality Matters self-review. When you are ready to get started, select the Start Tutorial button. During this tutorial, you will learn how to log into the MyQM site. You'll also learn about the Quality Matters self-review tool, and we'll go through the process of actually preparing a Quality Matters self-review. Select the Next button when you are ready to get started. Did you know that a QM self-review is a good way to do an informal review of your online or blended course? That a self-review also allows you to examine design components of an online or blended course. And a QM self-review also helps ensure a high-quality learning experience for your students. When you are ready to get started, select the Next button to continue. To access the MyQM website, you will need to open a browser window and go to the URL that is shown on this screen. Please make note of this and press Demo when you are ready for an example video. To get started with your QM review, you will first need to go to the MyQM website. Open a browser window and enter the address for the MyQM website, which is qmprogram.org/myqm. If you already have a MyQM sign-in, simply enter your email address and your password and select Sign In. This will take you to the main MyQM screen. If you do not already have a MyQM account, enter your email address into the sign-in screen. Select No, I am new here, and then select Sign In. This will present you with a user account creation form where you will enter your information, including your desired password, and select Create Account, and a new MyQM account will be created for you. Once you have entered the MyQM screen, make sure to select your proper tab at the top of the screen. In my case, I select Higher Education. On the left navigation, choose My Tools, choose Course Review System, choose My Course Reviews, and then Self-Reviews. To begin a new self-review, select Complete New Self-Review. Select the rubric from the drop-down. In this case, I'm selecting the Higher Education rubric, and then give your self-review a title. It's a good idea to include the course name, course ID, and probably the date that you're doing the review. And then save self-review. And once you enter that information, you will be taken into the self-review tool. At the top of the self-review tool, you will find the 8 general standards located here, and then underneath, within each of those general standards, are the review standards. Each of the review standards have the description and annotation that you would find in the QM rubric, examples of what you would be looking for within your course, and then any other specific exceptions or information that you might be looking for. So this is where you're going to be looking to gauge your course against the QM rubric. Evidence is right underneath the annotations, and evidence is where you're going to document the information that you find in your course, how it matches up with the standard, or what you might need to take note of and then go back later and review or revise your course. Evidence is a required field, so you're going to want to put something in there. And then suggestions for improvement, again, are just a notation to yourself of ideas that you might come up with as you're reading through the standard and the annotation of things you might want to go back and change. After you've reviewed that information, as far as the annotation, noted your evidence, noted any suggestions, you will make a decision based on your review of whether you met that standard, that review standard, or you did not meet. So this is where you would select it here at the top of the screen. So again, underneath each of the general standards, you're going to find the review standards for each item with the point value. So you're going to go through and make a decision on each of those. As you go through your review, you're probably going to want to periodically save your self-review, even if whether you leave it and come back to it, or you've completed all at once, you're going to want to save your self-review. And that will allow you to come back in later and either pick up where you left off or see what information you have within your review. When you select Save Your Self-Review, it will tell you which standards you have not rated yet and what is still needed in your review. When you are ready to go back into your review, you simply log in back into the system, and you will find Edit Self-Review at the top of the list. In this section, we will talk a little bit about the information that you will receive once you complete your self-report. So please press the demo button when you are ready to review this. Once you have completed your self-review, you will be able to go back into the My Course Reviews area and select the self-review that you completed, and you'll be able to look at the report that shows you each of the general standards and the review standards within and your findings. And then at the bottom of that report, you will be able to locate the total points awarded based on your review, and kind of gives you a gauge of where you are as far as the overall review, and allows you to print and then go back into your course and revise anything that does not meet standards according to your review and make some changes. So that is the process of a QM self-review.